Hey, I'm Noodaloo, and I'm going to show you the process of making my submission for 1000's art contest. Since this project had very specific dimensions, I thought it would be best to start thumbnailing off of this template. Thumbnailing is super boring, but it does keep you from potentially drawing things twice, so I do it when I can. I also like putting reference material in easy reach for inspiration, so I have 1000's references, details about the character, and actual Tarsees? Hang on. That is not what I needed.
Tarsee.
Okay, Tarsee. Actual Tarseers. And I checked. No, it's not funnier if you slow it down.
Tarsee.
Primal Guard's website has all the art that 1000 is made for this game, so I made a reference sheet to use for later. Tarsee's character description is that she's the smallest jungle guardian and a trickster by nature. She uses her long fingers and tail to see what she wants, and looking into her eyes will put you into a hypnotic state. So my goal was to show her size to scale, put in something hypnotic, and all the things that she's taken. In case you didn't know, I'm a maximalist when it comes to art sometimes, so hiding a bunch of objects is kind of my thing. And in the end, this is the thumbnail I decided to use.
Okay, I like it, Picasso.
After some time, we were finally able to work on the spiral, and surprise, we are inking again. Doing these heavier detailed lines really add a lot of dimension to a flat artwork. Tedious, but always worth it. And just like that, Tarsee is inked. Definitely did not take 7.5 hours to do. Her eye is centered with the card, and so the spiral is too. Her tail dips just into the graphic below, but it pops up really nicely. I know the edges also seem very barren, but this is just how print pieces work. Now we're going to start putting in the flats, and also working on the background. Now using that reference sheet that I made earlier, I am taking an item from every single denizen and filling in the background. I originally wanted to use something from every single animal guardian as well, but not everyone has an item, and I don't think Tarsee would be causing bodily harm like that. The really tricky thing with a background like this is that you need to find the balance. This card format is already really busy with words and numbers, all of which really need to stay legible. So how much do we really add to the background? This is the time I hop between coloring and inking the most, so it feels very chaotic. Sadly, I did lose a bunch of footage of the shading part, but here are my layers if you're interested. I eventually settled on doing simple cell shading for Tarsee and no shading in the background just to keep her distinct. The hypnotic circle kept a nice texture in the back, and all in all I'm really happy with how this turned out. And it did not go unappreciated.
Ooh, this one's cool. The coloring is so dope. That green swirling background with this like orange and red and yellow Tarsee in the foreground. It's like all of the things that Tarsee has stolen. This artist knows the game. And I do appreciate someone who like knows what's up with the Primal Guard lore and worked it in more than just the Tarsee. Also, the illustration is sick AF. Nice job.
Look, Gary, there I am again! Look!
over 900 submissions, and we were in the top 24. So our little Tarsee here is going to be a chase card in Primal Guard. Although we didn't win first place, I really just feel like we won anyways. I got to work for an artist I really appreciate, and I'm really proud of myself for going out of my comfort zone. Thank you so much for checking out this video. This is like my first time narrating, so please be nice.